So let's make this delicious magical bean soup that fills your stomach as well as your soul. It's low in fat, it's easy to make, it won't affect your weight loss journey, and it keeps your blood sugar in check. Let's go. So I'm going to infuse these flavors into the soup. I have a carrot, some onions, a clove of garlic, and then habanero. Remember, habaneros are optional because they're very spicy, and we do like our food spicy. I have a pair of gloves because I'm allergic to carrots. So here we go. I'm going to cut the onions into large chunks like so. And then I'm going to cut the carrots also in large chunks, because this is just to infuse the soup. I'm not going to cut the habaneros because I don't want it to be too spicy. And then the garlic, I'm just going to crush a little bit like so. And then these I will add into the pot. So into the saucepan, I'm going to add 4 cups of water. And into the pot, I'm going to add the carrots, garlic, crushed garlic, habanero that I didn't crush, and the onions. I'm going to let this simmer for about 20 to 30 minutes just to get all the juice into the pot. And in the meantime, I'm going to prepare the rest of the ingredients. So while the infusion is going on, I'm going to prepare the rest of my ingredients. So here I have some onions, and I have my carrots. Need to be finely chopped. Celery. Sauteing the onions. So I'm going to let the pan dry really quickly. A few drops of olive oil. So heating up the olive oil. Celery and carrots. Saute these really quickly. I'm going to turn this off and put it aside. The infusion is complete, and I'm going to get the onions and all the carrots that I used to infuse into the soup. I'm going to get them all out. Is just absolutely delicious right now, so I'm going to get all these out. Then into the soup, I'm going to add the rest of my ingredients. So the first one is the diced tomatoes. About 14 ounces of diced tomatoes. Can of white beans. You can use any beans you like. Typically, you need 2 cans of beans. So you can either have 2 cans of white beans, or you can combine the white beans with any of the other beans that you like. So right now I'm using 1 can of white beans, and I'm going to add half a can of black beans and then half a can of red kidney beans. I have 2 teaspoons of dried basil, and I'm just going to use half a teaspoon of black pepper. 1 teaspoon of oregano. So let's get steaming. So while the soup is boiling, I'm going to chop up the vegetables that I use to do the infusion. So I have my boiled carrots that I'm going to chop. These I'll add towards the end because they've already cooked, so there's no need to add them at this point. I'm going to leave my onions as they are. I don't believe that they need to be chopped any further. And then this is my habanero. I'm not going to add it because I think it will make the soup really spicy. I think they. So here's the soup simmering, and I'm going to add the sauteed onions and celery and carrots. So here we go. How does that look? So here we are. I'm going to allow that to continue to simmer. Mix. It has the carrots that I used to use the flavor into the soup, the garlic, and then the onions. So those are in now, and that's what the soup looks like. I don't know if you can see. I think that looks absolutely delicious. So I'm going to let that steam a little bit, and then I will finish it off by adding the kale. See if we need some salt. Yeah, just need a little bit of salt. Don't add too much. So the soup is almost ready. Now I'm going to add my kale or spinach, depending on what your preference is. And all you need really is a handful. So that's enough. I'm going to mix that in. And then I'm going to let it steam for about 3 minutes and we'll be done. You can't get any healthier than that, can you? So here is my magical, fabulous bean soup that is absolutely beautiful to look at. Look at that. I hope you can see all the goodness in the pot. I'm going to dish this out so you can see, and I'll taste it for you. Okay, so here's the soup. Here we go. I'm going to taste this for you. This is absolutely fantastic. Please try this. Like I said, the fat in here is the olive oil I used to saute the onions. Everything else is absolute goodness. This soup was inspired by the fact that beans are a great source of plant proteins, fiber, carbohydrates, some micronutrients like potassium. So make sure that you have some beans at least once a week. Are you going to try this? I'm going to attach here some of the other recipes that I've shared on my channel. Until the next time, you take care and keep eating beans. Goodbye.